What's up, my good people? It's a chilly day, and in front of you is Nyabuga 55. And today I'm going to talk about a very hot topic that is common, but we are here to learn from each other. So, without wasting time, I'm going to talk about the 4 major types of heartbreaks. So, if you have been lucky to go through these 4 types of heartbreaks, then you have a lot of knowledge that you need to share to people. So, the first type of heartbreak is the death heartbreak. So before I proceed with this type of heartbreak, ensure you stick to the end of the video so that you can get to learn and know these 4 types of heartbreak, and also how maybe you can handle if at some point in life you find yourself in such a situation now. So for me, I cannot say that I've been through all these 4 types of heartbreaks, but I have been through some of them. So I have a little bit of experience. And now that I haven't been through these 4 types of heartbreaks, it does not mean that I cannot talk something about them. We can help each other. For those who have been through these 4 types of heartbreaks, you can say something in the comments section now. So the first type of heartbreak is a death heartbreak. For my case, this one I have been through it, and I tell you it's not a good thing. It's so painful that you need people around you. So for me, if you have watched my 2 stories where I'm talking about losing my mom, and also my first story of when I grew up, the way I schooled, the way I was a very troubled kid, yeah, you can see how my life has been. So death heartbreak is so painful, especially when it involves loved ones. For my case, I lost dad, and then I lost mom, you see. So then, maybe one of you might have lost a kid. You see, that's still painful. So this heartbreaks, this death heartbreak, it brings a very different form of pain to an individual who has experienced it. So majorly, because I have been through this type of heartbreak, I usually tell people that ensure when this type of heartbreak happens to you, ensure that you are around people, you are around your loved ones. So these are the people who are going to strengthen you. These are the people who are going to give you hope. These are the people who are going to build that spirit of you keeping going. Okay, that's the major solution to this death heartbreak. And at the same time, ensure if it happens that you go to a therapist, somebody who is going to talk to you about this death heartbreak, ensure this person has gone through the same situation. So it's not good to go to somebody to listen to this person, but the person hasn't experienced, hasn't felt the pain of being hit by this type of heartbreak. So that's number 1, death heartbreak. For some, it hasn't happened to them. For some, it has happened to them. So for those who it hasn't happened to them, prepare your mind. It's not something easy, it's something painful, and when it comes, now you know what you're supposed to do. Okay. Number 2 type of heartbreak, we have romantic heartbreak. Romantic heartbreak. So 2 people were so much in love, and at some point, due to maybe differences, they broke up. You see, so this breaking up, it usually never happens like an easy thing. You see, it comes with consequences. Remember, this is somebody you have been together. This is somebody you have shared very deep secrets. So it's something that brings a certain form of pain into your life. So for these romantic heartbreaks, it can happen in different ways. It can be between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then it can be between two married people, whereby they decide now we are going to do what? To get a divorce. You see, these are two different scenarios. Yeah? So in these two cases, still the point goes back to having a certain form of pain. You see, after now the whole situation has happened, there is a certain form of pain that comes in that is so painful, having sleepless nights, failure to concentrate well on doing different kinds of activities. You see, you do not want to interact with people, you just want to isolate yourself, failure to sleep well, lack of appetite. So those are the consequences of romantic heartbreaks. So for me, I have been through two of them, but now what happens is that you need to still be around people who you can talk to, people who can build that spirit of you remaining strong. That's number one. Then number two, you have to try as much as possible and develop that spirit of accepting the reality, accepting that these are the things that can happen to anybody. These are the things that have already happened to some people, and they are still surviving, and they appear strong, and they still continue pushing with life, you see. So you can still do what? You can still do it. So that's the major solution to romantic heartbreaks. I have been in two scenarios, and it wasn't a very good thing, but you see, I'm still strong. We are still strong, and we are still pushing with life, because it's the reality. At some point, especially for a boy child, it has to happen. And if it hasn't happened, pray that it happens, so that it builds your thinking, it builds your strength, it tells you what life can give at some point and how to handle it. So number three type of heartbreak, we have financial heartbreak. Yeah, this is a very sensitive one, whereby you find somebody who was financially stable, and at some point in life, you know, things happen in a funny way. There are things that happen without one predicting them happening. You see, that's life. Life never wants you. Life never tells you that now I'm going to punish you with this, you see. So you find somebody who was doing so well financially, businesses were running so well, one had a very good job, you see, but one day this person wakes up and realizes that I have got no job, my finances are back to zero. What am I going to do? So that's where the heartbreak comes in. Somebody has no idea, okay, how am I going to get out of this situation? So to some degree, some of the people usually get into depression because you know, it's hard to survive in this world without finances, you see. So in this scenario, personally, I cannot say that I have experienced this financial heartbreak, but I know some of the people who will be watching this video have experienced this. So you will give us that experience. But for me, what I think is that still, the main solution is that the people you surround yourself with are the people who are going to be your pillars during this time of this financial heartbreak. These are the people who are going to hold you to the point where you still get back to your to your normal living, you see. So the people that surround you matter a lot during this financial heartbreak. And at the same time, try as much as possible and build connections when things are running well, when things are moving on well in your life, when finances are at a good position. Ensure that you build good connections with people. In short, generally I can say that remaining humble forever. Exactly. So if you remain humble forever, when these uncertainties come into your life, it's easier to get help. It's easier to be held on to the point where you get back to your feet. And now lastly, the normal relationship heartbreak. What I mean by the normal relationship heartbreak is whereby, for example, my bro, who is my friend, maybe promises to do something and then he fails to do it. You see, that's another form of heartbreak because the bro betrayed me. Remember, it was an agreement. So if that person fails to do the thing, so that's another form of heartbreak. So it's not as painful as the other heartbreaks, but it's still a certain type of heartbreak that brings a certain form of pain. Yeah, it also happens to, it can happen even between children and the parents. So a parent promises to do something for the children, but due to inevitables, they never do it. So a child usually never feels good. You see, he or she is going to feel like, okay, why did you promise that you're going to do this and you never did it? That's not good. You should keep your word. Okay, so in this scenario, the general solution to this problem is trying as much as possible and surround yourself with people who keep their word, who will try as much as possible and keep their word at all times. That means it will uplift your peace, and at the same time you will just find yourself growing and moving without so much stress. What I understand is that human beings can disappoint sometimes. So being very, very careful, people who you keep in your life, people are ready to sacrifice, not them alone sacrificing, but also you sacrificing to keep your word. You see, everything that you promise to them, you just keep it. And then that's how you reduce these relationship heartbreaks from occurring, the ones that interfere with your normal life. So in summary, we have 4 types of heartbreaks. We have romantic heartbreak, then we have death heartbreak, then we have financial heartbreak, and then finally we have the normal relationship heartbreaks. So if you have gone through all these 4 types of heartbreaks, you can tell us something in the comments section, suggest something, maybe people can learn from you. And if at some point you haven't gone through these 4 types of heartbreaks, I'm not saying that they happen to you, but if they happen to you at some point in life, accept that it's the reality of life, and life does not care. You just have to adapt and do what? And keep pushing, you see, and keep grinding. So that's what life rewards. Life rewards people who are resilient, people who adapt very fast and keep moving. Yeah, I've heard of stories, somebody has lost all the family members and this person is remaining alone in the family. And now what's funny is that this person appears so strong. This person interacts with people. This person gives people hope. This person eats well. This person is happy all the time, you see. So ask yourself a question. If this simple thing happens to you and then you feel like breaking down, what about this other person who has gone through these pains and this person is still surviving and breaking through life, you see? So that's what I had to talk about today. I'm so happy that you have taken your time to listen to me. If you haven't subscribed to this channel of Nyabuga 55 Official Active Life, do me some favor, subscribe, like the video so that it can be shown to a lot of people. Share also the video. And at the same time, if you have somebody who has gone through these types of heartbreaks and will want to say something, yeah, this person is welcome to suggest something in the comments section. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate so much. Peace.